What's good, everybody? My name is Brandon, and I wanted to come on here today and share a testimony about how things have played out for me since the Eaton fire happened. First, I need to add some context so things make sense. This is the third year in a row now that my New Year's resolution has been to move out. And while technically I did get what I wanted, a fire wasn't the way I thought the whole process was gonna get started, but here we are. So to get right into it, normally I would consider myself a it is what it is kind of person. So I'll say the only things that can really get me out of character and just ruin the rest of my day are basketball refs and video games, because I just feel like they be cheating me. But whatever. Anyways, after the fire happened, I found myself a lot more stressed out than usual. Like, this is only the second time in life I can remember being stressed out for an extended period of time. Like, it was a moment where my faith was really tested. And it's not like I turned my back on God, but it was hard to have the same level of trust that you have when things are going good. So I had those moments of uncertainty because I didn't know what that rebuild process was going to look like. And that was a scary time for me. And on top of that, like, I was just tired. Like, mentally, like, I was tired. I didn't have the energy to catch any more of the curveballs life was throwing at me.
Here you go, bonehead.
Oh, look, I caught it.
But yeah, like, it's a lot of stuff to process. Like, you don't know where you're gonna move to. You need clothes, supplies. Like, you're starting over. You're starting from scratch. But I mean, I don't feel necessarily bad or ashamed or anything about being scared in those moments, because even the disciples had times where they were scared and their faith was shaken, and Jesus was literally right there with them. So if they were scared in those moments and God was literally there with them, I don't feel that bad. But, in a weird way, I'm glad the fire happened, because I didn't know how strong my faith was. And I was always kind of curious about that. Like, if I would turn my back on God when something big happened. Because we always assume how we're going to act in certain situations, but it's a lot different when you're actually in it, like actually going through it. And even though I was in a weird place mentally because I couldn't see the vision of how God was going to restore my life, I'm happy because I never shook my fist at him and was like, why'd you let Miles burn down? Like, I talk about you on my social media. I pray every day. I read my Bible. I go to church. Like, why couldn't you say Miles? Because once you start asking those kind of questions, like, it makes things too much about you and what you've done. And at the end of the day, like, we're all sinners. We all fall short of the glory of God. We're not saved by our own actions. Like, we're saved by the grace of God. And if you could save yourself by your own actions, what would you need Jesus for? Like, you wouldn't need him, because you could do it yourself. And I wouldn't have been able to grow and learn that had the time between me first praying and asking to move out and now not been spent reading my Bible more, praying and spending alone time with God more, and just trying to strengthen my relationship with him and work on my faith. And this journey has showed me how God has been moving in my life and preparing me to get what I asked for. Because when you pray for something, you can't just sit back after and wait for it to get answered.
God answers all prayers. 4 answers. No, not yet, grow up, and yes.
And now, being where I am now, being in this situation, I know that I was not ready to move out when I first asked to. There was a lot of freedom there that I wasn't mature enough to have yet. I lacked a lot of discipline in a lot of areas. And honestly, I was too comfortable at home to take that extra step to move out. Like, at the end of the day, bro, my house had to burn down for me to finally move out.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
But between the time that I first prayed for this and now, I can see now how God has been lining things up and preparing me so I could move out. Like, now I have a job that allows me to afford my rent. God has been breaking bad habits in me and starting good ones so I could be more responsible with my own place. I've been able to build my credit over the years from paying off student loans that I got when I transferred schools during COVID like 4 years ago. Like, God has been preparing me to move out before I even asked to move out.
You know who did? God did. Yeah.
So yeah, I found a place online February 1st. It was a Saturday, and I just knew when I saw it that it was destined for me. Like, I just had that feeling just in my spirit. So I scheduled a tour for Monday the 3rd, and the landlord messaged me back saying, yeah, that's fine. Just, message me the morning of to make sure that, no one took it already. But honestly, it didn't matter what she said. She could have said no. She could have said someone already took it. It didn't matter.
It don't matter.
I was going to pull it regardless, because the feeling that I had, it was like a feeling of assurance, but it was like more, I can't even describe it. It was just, I just knew that like no one was going to take this from me. Like, I just know that like God had it set apart just for me. Yeah, I came Monday for the tour, took the rest of that day to think about it, came back Tuesday to fill out the application, and then after they went through that and ran my credit, they called me back later the same day to offer the place, asked when I wanted to move in. I said, shoot, I'll be there on Monday. So I moved in February 10th, a month and 2 days after the fire. So 2 months into the year, my New Year's resolution was answered. So yeah, have a new chapter now in life. One door closed and another one open. And to add to that, the only thing I said that I wanted when I was looking for a place to live was to live close to an In-N-Out. And there was one right down the street that way, and they're building another one around the corner that way. So look, if anybody from In-N-Out is watching this, I need a sponsorship. But anyways, yeah, to end this video, I don't want to keep it too long. If you have a testimony or a story where you really felt God's presence, I'd say to share it, because you don't know who could benefit from hearing it. I hope this testimony reaches whoever it's supposed to reach. And if you're going through a rough time right now, just remember to stay hopeful. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but just remember that, God has a plan for you. So don't give up hope. But yeah, so thank you to everyone who's helped me out and shown me love these last couple months. It means a lot. It's much appreciated. And thank you everybody here today for listening. Peace.